guys, that was it. That was our first D&D for 2020, and here is my backside cam.
Yes. Wait,
Giggity.
can I
Yes,
still
of
use
course.
one? Hello.
All right. You guys don't have one. So, unfortunately, we can't hear Mr. Zabe. He wasn't here, and even though he's just joined us in Mumble, yeah, the recording is going to pick him up. I'm sorry, Mr. Zabe. I'm really sorry.
Not set up for it.
So, yeah, guys, what did you think? How was that experience?
I actually really enjoyed it. Like I said, I've watched a few, and I just thought it was neat because it's, like I said, it's a lot of the story. Like, I don't know, it's so different from a lot of things I usually do or play. It was actually really cool.
So as opposed to just playing your regular old computer game or just, just watching a stream, how would something like this compare to you?
I would definitely prefer this over anything. Because you can kind of like, you play a game and you're like, oh, it'd be cool if you could do this or this, and it's like in this with like a DM and everything, you can almost do anything to a certain extent that you want, which is kind of cool. Like me trying to climb that tree, and then I fell. You know what I mean? It's just like I had a good idea, but I had to recover with, can I hide in the limbs and the bushes, and so.
That does kind of make it a lot of fun, like when you can kind of change the story. And I am personally going to be trying to do some of that just to see what Frankie's
I'm actually, like, believe it or not, I have prepared my story taking into account that you guys can do anything at any point in time. Like, I told you from the get-go, and I've slowly sort of worked that in, where as a DM, I have to prepare, not every eventuality, but I have to confront every situation from your point of view and go, okay, so they can choose to go to this bridge, or they can choose to not go to this bridge. And that is my alarm. There we go. So I was prepared for that. You guys chose to go, that's fine. That's a route you guys decided. I didn't want to push you at any point to actually go. You get here, this is what this is. You guys have to choose. If you guys want to flee, I was prepared to start that happening, but something was coming regardless of what you did. Like, if you'd just gotten there exactly at that time and started working towards hitching the horses and stuff, I would have allowed enough time. That is a perfectly valid idea. But then you might have to face consequences down the line, if you know what I mean. Like, the story is organic. It's not like, oh, I've prepared this encounter and thus everyone must be forced to go there, whatever the cost. No.
Yeah.
You guys shape it. And I will find a way to use the assets I've created to respond to that in some way or another. I've got different stuff ready just in case.
This sounds like an awesome challenge. Like, Frankie's prepping for every eventuality.
Let's railroad it.
We're trying to throw every eventuality right back at him.
Within reason. I mean, you can make it your personal challenge to do that. It's fine. It could be your playstyle. I'm good with that. But yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of invited guests tonight. We've had Boney, we've had Brock, we've had Set. Both Brock and Set are actually newcomers to this campaign and also to being on stream live. I mean, Brock has streamed in the past, but I don't think you've ever joined us, our channel, as a collaborator at any point, have you?
No, and I was very reserved today.
Right.
So as I get more warmed up.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Yes. I was expecting more wild stuff, but I'm like, okay, he's warming up. He's warming up.
Yeah, I didn't want to be too much,
Yeah.
and I want to kind of feel it out. Because there's a few points too. I was like, what? Because I'll watch the feed you gave us to see all of us.
Yeah.
I actually forgot that I was in here playing with you.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I'm just watching it. I was like, oh, wait, I'm in here. Wait a minute. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'll definitely get a lot more, I don't know, vocal, I guess.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That is one of those things that I always try, because I know necessarily, how to play per se. But I try not to always talk, I do try to keep in character because Griffier is one to talk, but I don't want to take over every
No.
conversation. So I try to, like rein myself back in from time to time.
Well, and I wanted to talk early on too, but I felt like I was like talking to Dave when I was talking to you guys in the bar, and we didn't know each other at the tavern or before. And then I was hidden, and I was like, I want to talk.
Yeah.
So. But yeah.
I think I enjoy sort of learning my character as well. I think there's a definite change from sort of working out who I was at the beginning to sort of the way I felt about my character towards the end as well. Does that make sense? Like,
that's just one small session.
Yeah,
well. Yeah. There's a lot more to come. So
and
kind of
learning the
learning
the limitations. While we got a lot of freedom, sort of story wise, there's also it's cool to learn. Like for me, it was a little bit daunting at first because I didn't know exactly what my character could or couldn't do, because there's a lot of information in that character sheet and like all the rules and stuff, and it's just like, wow, that's a lot. But like when you break it down, like learn it over, we've been at this for like what, 5.5 hours or something like that, like including like prep. And just over that time, when you're learning things slowly, like step by step, like we have done today, and just been doing like adding slowly different mechanics and all that kind of thing, it's not as daunting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think that's it's a really nice way to do it.
Yeah, I get the feeling that, like, we've seen it with both Booker and Cell. They were complete noobs when we started off this campaign, and I knew that obviously they didn't know any mechanics, and also didn't really know much about their characters. They were just themselves kind of thing, and I wanted, I wanted to see how they sort of evolve, if their character is actually developed into something, if you know what I mean. And I think it's slowly getting there. Like Booker, when he goes in character now, he's like starting to get a distinct personality. And Set, what you're saying as well.
Like for me, I've already I'm kind of going through the thing of like I was confused at the start. Because I'm really confused, real in terms of I don't know what's going on. But as I'm playing, I'm getting used to the way the mechanics work, used to my own character, and my intention is he sort of each battle that he goes through and realizes he's not, he's what's the word, like exactly. Zave was just saying, like off air, then like the muscle memory coming back. Yeah, exactly along those lines. Like he's sort of realizing he's not made of glass,
right?
So I'm getting
confident,
or my character is gaining confidence and getting braver. Right. Whereas the first couple of, especially the first episode of this campaign, I was standing on the back lines and trying to hide behind people because I had no memory and I had no idea how to hold my sword and shield and stuff. I didn't know what I was doing. And interestingly, that's when I was rolling really badly as well. So, like, that's like the character progression I'm kind of looking for, when you gain confidence.
But yeah, and sort of like a stream format, like as opposed to your typical game or just me and Booker playing a game, which is Novell, there's two people playing the same game, but even that, when we're just playing a game, whatever game, it could be the best game in the world, but it's still a video game and you guys are still watching it. I mean, you guys have been at both sides of this. You've been watching in the past, and today you got to participate and be here with us live. So especially considering how like Twitch and stuff is right now in 2020, like, what do you enjoy more? Like, I know this is down to personal preference, but just watching a game or a couple of guys playing a game, or just being here and doing this sort of stuff.
This, without a doubt. Like,
I enjoy this a lot more. It just depends on the group. Like, my first one I ever watched was kind of by accident, and it was with Funhouse, and I liked it, and that's how it kind of got me into it, but it takes a certain group of people for me to really get into, like, watching them play something like this. But like I said, it's like, you guys are perfect. I like who we have right here, which is awesome. I would love Xavier, too, because I love Xavier's personality. So I think this is going to be cool. But, yeah, it entirely depends on, like, just the mood and everything. You DMing, too, for, I don't know. I loved it.
Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's another thing I'm really looking to improve. Like, make sure that I never impose anything on you guys. I just want to, like, if anything comes through, like I'm trying to move something along, I don't want that to happen. I want it to just, okay, are you sure? Like, that's as far as I want to go. Like, okay, I just want to, like, recap what you guys have been talking about for the past 10 minutes. This is what you want to do, right? And maybe then you guys might reconsider, but that's not my intention. I don't want you guys to reconsider. I'm just trying, like, from an objective point of view, like, for instance, the fact that you didn't tie your horses anywhere, to me, from an objective point of view, kind of was a bit weird, which is why I was
it
like...
It crossed my mind a lot, but it just seemed like the panic...
It
would panic the horses more, in my opinion.
I mean, like, would you trust this guy to tell a horse to stay and then trust that horse to stay if something happens? You know, that was just what was going through my mind. So I just wanted to, like... I didn't want to tell you guys, have you considered tying? No, because that would be me interfering, but...
Yeah.
You know, I was like,
it has crossed my mind. It was actually in my mind, like, should I?
So those horses are standing there untied. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Okay.
And the
you had your opportunity.
The thing with the military place with Booker, me and Booker.
Yeah.
Like, there was obviously something, like, I knew there was something going on. I was like, there's got to be something happening. But Booker was like, yeah, no, we're just going to go. I like that, because it's just like, actually, you don't have to follow, like, every little thing up, and you can just, like, move on, you know? You don't have to take the risk. You don't have to use those spells or whatever. You can just, I don't know, I like the freedom.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's nice to get the option for that kind of stuff to come up. You know, we could have investigated, we could have used spells and whatnot. We could have tried getting into the buildings. I think we done a lot of that kind of play last time, where we were just constantly focusing on all the little things. And other times it's like today, I was like, no, I just want to get to the combat.
Yeah.
So, like, no, I don't want to. You know, that's why I asked the question. You know, can I tell? You know, because I'm a paladin, could I tell if it was holy water? The answer was like, yeah. It's like, well, fuck it, I'm taking holy water there. Fine. Job's done. Let's go.
It's what you guys want to do, and know that whatever you choose, it's a little bit like real life. I mean, it's not always going to end up in this awesome encounter with, you know, a dungeon or whatever. It could just be like today. Like, seriously, like, I had not prepared that at all. Like, I never even considered the fact, like, I was kind of on the edge of my seat thinking, fuck, if they decide to go into this keep, there's, like, going to be a dungeon there. And I'm prepared to lay down tiles on the go. Because as you explore, you're sort of, like, finding corridors and stuff. That's fine. I can do that. Yeah. But, like, I was like, okay, but I just want to see what they do. But also sometimes things might seem like they're going to be something, but just like in real life, most of the time it's normal. Most of the time nothing happens. Most of the time it's just an abandoned ruin that's full of wild animals. That's it. You know? Yeah. But yeah.
And
crowds.
Crowds?
Yeah.
Crowds.
Oh my god.
New word for today. Crowd.
All right, well, you know, keeping this short for the YouTube guys. You guys enjoyed yourself, by the sounds of it, and I'm guessing you're gonna come back for the next session as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we're counting on it. If like, look at all the effort I put into this UI.
Fight.
Like, if you guys go, that's done. It's like, it has to be 3 and 3. Otherwise, there's like, no. Where do I put the other one? Oh god. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks guys for hanging around and giving us your insight into this sort of stream.
Thanks for
Hopefully
having
this helps someone out there. That, hey, we just want to tell you guys, like, I'm just gonna change camera as well. Oh look, I'm in the dark.
You're completely dark.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Frank.
The lights. It hurts.
From the shadows.
Oh god, it hurts so much. Oh god, that is harsh. Guys, if you're out there and you're thinking you're struggling on Twitch and you're just tired of playing the same old games and not getting that many viewers and stuff, like, maybe this won't help you get more viewers, but it's definitely something different. I'm pretty sure there's an audience for it, and if you play your cards right, you can find those people that actually like become loyal followers. Like, I'd rather have 5 loyal viewers that come back because they know you're doing something interesting than your 10 that are just random pop-ins, don't even say hello and don't even join your community or whatever. And at the end of the day, it's what you want to do with it. Like, we have fun. We got tired of just playing games. Sometimes it was just a chore. Play this game for 4 hours, even though I don't want to play it. Like, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be playing it.
Never.
If it gets to that
Never
point...
let your Twitch streaming become a chore.
If it gets to that point and you're not enjoying yourself, you're doing something wrong. It doesn't have to be that way. There is no grind to make it successful or whatever. Just make sure first step is doing something you like. And for us, it's doing this kind of thing. Board games, D&D, talk shows.
Oh my god, I had so much fun with that last time.
Stuff like this. And if we play a game, it's maybe something we want to test out a little bit. And that's not even going to be the main focus. So, yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you. Catch you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Get out of here. See you in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye.